Right, what's going on everyone? Welcome to episode 1 of Bodybuilding Myths. I'm sure there's a load of us out there now that are coming to terms and understanding that a lot of the stuff that is pumped through bodybuilding magazines and online forums is bullshit. For example, the old anabolic window, and you've got to have your protein shake 2 seconds after you finish training. Everyone's beginning to understand now that isn't true. But for those sort of newbies or beginners that are out there and are getting fed this information and believing it, these videos are just a way of reassuring you that what you are doing is correct, and you can't argue with science, can you? So today's one is on creatine cycling. I work in GNC, so I get a lot of people coming in asking for creatine monohydrate, and the first thing is they say, oh, you've got to cycle it. You've got to cycle creatine, otherwise it's going to completely fuck up your kidneys and your liver and things like that. And it's just bollocks. I don't know where anyone's got this thought of cycling from. It's not steroids. You know, you cycle steroids, but that's a totally different thing due to testosterone levels. But you do not need to cycle creatine. This is a direct quote from the International Society of Sports Nutrition. This is their stance on people who say creatine causes toxicity levels in the body. So far, no long-term side effects have been observed in athletes, which is up to 5 years. Infants with creatine synthesis deficiency, which is up to 3 years, or clinical patient populations up to 5 years. One cohort of patients has been taking 1.5 to 3 grams a day of creatine monohydrate, and this has been monitored since 1981. So that's a long time, and there is no side effects whatsoever. So that's dispelling the myth, number one myth, that creatine is going to cause damage to your kidneys or anything like that. The second thing that people say is, oh well, yeah, it's fine for your kidneys and that, but you should cycle it because you're going to build up a tolerance to it. That's bollocks as well. When we do take creatine in, it does reduce our own biosynthesis level of when we're taking creatine, but as it says, the body naturally produces about 1 gram a day anyway. So we only produce 1 gram, but that reduction in biosynthesis because we're taking on board creatine monohydrate is nothing to offset it, because we're taking more than 1 gram a day of it anyway. So there is no tolerance build up. There is no, we don't become sort of susceptible to it. We don't build up a tolerance whatsoever. People also suggest or get queries about dosaging. Me personally, I tell clients and I tell friends and people that come into GNC, it's much more beneficial to have a loading phase. If you have a loading phase of 20 grams of creatine monohydrate a day, it will saturate your muscles, it will get into your muscles, studies say, within 5 days, compared to people that take 2 to 5 grams a day, and which takes a month. So it's always better to load it. 4-5 gram dosages a day. For example, have it 1 at breakfast, 1 pre, 1 post workout, and 1 before bed or 1 at dinner time. And that will saturate the muscles quickly. There's another point here. There's a study by Rawson and others that looked at people that take, some people aren't strict enough and they may not stick to a plan well enough. And they also said here, if you sort of go up and down with the amount of grams you take of creatine, as long as you're still getting in 14 to 35 grams of creatine monohydrate a week, you will still reap the benefits if you were taking it consistently. So hopefully that's nice and short, only 4 minutes. Keep your eyes peeled for some more. I'll talk more about like the anabolic window and things like that in upcoming videos. But yeah, that's just my stance on creatine monohydrate and the bullshit that is linked with it. So cheers for watching.